across the harsh landscapes of North America, where decisions unfold in mere seconds. Strength and instinct collide in unpredictable ways. A grizzly bear can shift the tide with a single step, while a pack of wolves waits patiently to turn pressure into opportunity. Yet, in those fleeting moments, what truly determines who controls the encounter? Across the tundra and boreal forests of Canada and Alaska, caribou inhabit a landscape where temperatures can plummet to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. They undertake seasonal migrations spanning 3,000 to 5,000 miles annually, some of the longest journeys of any land animal. Their survival depends on departing at the precise moment before the freeze sets in. Consequently, maintaining a steady, consistent pace is essential to their journey. As the herd maintains this rhythm, a pack of wolves begins to trail them across the open snow. The gap narrows with every stride until the pack suddenly surges forward. The silence is shattered. The caribou scatter in various directions, and a calf begins to lag, falling out of formation. The moment the formation breaks, the outcome becomes inevitable. The calf is completely isolated, unable to rejoin the herd, while its mother, unable to stop, presses on ahead. The wolves quickly close in on their target and bring the hunt to a close, while the rest of the caribou herd continues its journey. In the aftermath, the contrast in strategies becomes starkly apparent. Caribou rely on steady movement and maintaining a safe distance, whereas wolves utilize coordination to apply pressure and isolate a target. There is no element of surprise, only persistence and organization driving the final outcome. Across the vast grasslands of North America, American bison endure harsh weather conditions year-round. Well adapted to severe winters, they typically roam open spaces or sparse woodlands. Their survival instinct relies on spotting danger from afar and reacting swiftly to threats. Consequently, the herd's movements are always geared toward maintaining a stable formation against any approaching peril. When a threat does emerge in this case, a pack of about 25 wolves, the predators approach from multiple directions. Rather than charging in immediately, they circle the herd, applying constant pressure that forces the bison to tighten their defensive ring. Calves are ushered to the center, but mounting pressure disrupts the formation, eventually pushing one calf out of the safety zone. Once that protective barrier is breached, the outcome is quickly sealed. The pack surges in from all sides, relentlessly pulling and forcing the prey to the ground. The calf struggles but cannot hold its ground while surrounded. The hunt concludes with the wolves fully subduing the prey, securing a meal for the entire pack. The contrast between the two sides is stark. The bison rely on formation to shield their vulnerabilities, while the wolves utilize coordination to shatter that structure. There is no element of surprise. Instead, it is relentless pressure and precise, well-timed exploitation of the situation that determine the final outcome. In the Arctic regions of Canada and Alaska, Muskoxen inhabit an environment where temperatures can plummet to minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit, weighing between 200 and 400 kilograms, and possessing thick, curved horns and the densest fur of any mammal. They are built to withstand extreme cold. Their heavy, sturdy bodies make for slow but steady movement. Consequently, their response to danger always begins by holding their ground and rapidly clustering into a tight, cohesive formation. Once the defensive formation is sealed, the silence of the snowy landscape is broken. A pack of wolves emerges from multiple directions, not charging in immediately, but circling the perimeter and gradually closing the distance. The pressure mounts with every circuit, forcing the Muskoxen to maintain their formation under intense strain, where even the slightest slip-up could create a dangerous opening. The moment such a gap appears, the dynamic shifts instantly. The wolves focus their coordinated efforts on that single weak point, isolating a target from the protective circle. If the formation holds firm, the hunt is called off. But if the bond is broken, the wolves quickly seize control and bring the chase to a swift conclusion. Ultimately, the outcome does not hinge on individual strength alone. The Muskoxen survive by keeping their formation unbroken, while the wolves triumph by applying relentless pressure, waiting for that one moment of error. There is no element of chance. Patience and discipline are what determine the final result. Across North America, wolves inhabit environments ranging from dense forests and grasslands to frigid tundras and high mountain ranges. They are predators unconstrained by terrain. Wherever prey exists, they can survive. With a top speed of roughly 50 to 60 kilometers per hour and the ability to travel dozens of kilometers without stopping, endurance is their greatest asset. This very stamina dictates their approach. They begin by tracking and maintaining a safe distance before the situation demands a shift in tactics. Such a shift occurs when a grizzly bear approaches a wolf pack busy feeding on a kill. Without hesitation, the bear charges straight into the area, forcing the pack to scatter in various directions. While a few wolves circle to keep the pressure on, the bear continues to advance, seizing the center and dominating the space. Once that space is claimed, the outcome is quickly decided. The pack loses its prey and is forced to retreat. The bear stands over the carcass, driving off all challengers and asserting total control. There is no prolonged skirmish. The sheer disparity in weight and commanding presence alone determine the result. Ranging from Canada down across the United States, the mountain lion inhabits diverse terrains, from high mountains to dense forests and rocky areas. It is the cat species with the widest distribution in the Americas, highly adaptable to changing environments. With a sleek build weighing between 140 and 220 pounds, it moves with stealth and agility. Its hunting instinct relies entirely on ambush rather than prolonged chases. It always waits for the precise moment to strike, meaning every movement begins with silent observation. Amidst this silent watch, a grizzly bear enters the territory of a mother mountain lion in a sparse forest. From a distance, the mountain lion keeps her body low, tracking the bear's every step and cautiously adjusting her approach. As the gap closes, she lunges to cut off the bear's path, pressing in close to maintain pressure and hold the upper hand against her opponent. Faced with this situation, the bear changes its course of action. Under the mountain lion's relentless pressure, it decides not to advance further, but instead retreats, gradually withdrawing from the confrontation zone. The encounter ends without serious injury. The mountain lion holds her ground, and the bear chooses to back away. Deer inhabit diverse landscapes ranging from temperate forests and grasslands to snow-capped mountains, demonstrating remarkable adaptability. Capable of reaching top speeds of 60 to 80 km/h with near instantaneous acceleration, they can react swiftly to perceived danger. This speed advantage means that survival often hinges on constant vigilance and readiness to move before a threat draws near. When a threat enters range, a grizzly bear emerges from the forest edge, initially keeping its distance to observe. Rather than engaging in a prolonged chase, the grizzly adjusts its trajectory to cut off escape routes, forcing the deer to constantly change direction. The decisive moment arrives when the bear launches a short, explosive burst of speed, driving its prey into a confined area and rapidly closing the gap. Once the deer's stride is broken, the outcome is quickly sealed. The deer loses its speed advantage, and the distance between predator and prey shrinks with every step. The encounter concludes with the bear gaining total control over its target, demonstrating that superior positioning and timing can overcome an initial speed advantage. Across the cold forests of Canada and Alaska, Moose inhabit coniferous forests, mixed woodlands, and marshlands where water is abundant. An adult can weigh nearly a ton, yet swim steadily at speeds of 6 to 10 kilometers per hour over long distances. However, when moving into shallow water with its calf, the animal slows down and the safety margin narrows, creating a clear opening for an attack. From a distance, the grizzly bear spots its target. Instead of charging immediately, it keeps its distance, circling to choose the best angle of approach toward the calf. Once close enough, it accelerates, driving straight between the mother and her young. The mother instantly changes direction, positioning herself as a shield and charging to counterattack. Having lost the initiative, the grizzly is forced to retreat but remains nearby, keeping a close watch. The pressure does not let up. The mother continues to advance, driving her opponent further away from the calf. The gap between them widens, and the grizzly loses any chance for a second attempt. The hunt ends in failure. The mother holds her ground. The calf remains safe, and the grizzly is forced to withdraw. In the North American wilderness, the grizzly dominates through sheer mass and positional control, whereas the wolf prevails through coordination and endurance. Yet, they share a common trait, forcing their opponents off balance before they can react. Success hinges on precise timing and disciplined movement. Even a slight miscalculation in distance or direction can determine the outcome, and that is how control is ultimately decided. From a height of hundreds of feet, the eagle controls the entire space and detects even the slightest movement on the ground in a very short time. When the distance is close enough, it doesn't hesitate to swoop down directly, creating pressure from the very first moment of approach. In such situations, the outcome is often decided in just a few seconds before the prey has time to maintain a safe distance. Eagles are found in many areas from North America to Europe and Asia, often inhabiting high mountains, cliffs, and areas near large bodies of water. With a wingspan that can exceed 6 feet and a vision range of many miles, they can detect small movements from high altitudes in stable lighting conditions. The open space and altitude provide an observational advantage, helping them control their hunting grounds effectively. During the hunt, eagles maintain altitude and track their target for extended periods before approaching. When the distance is close enough, they descend rapidly and continuously adjust their flight path to keep the target under control. This instinct allows eagles to take precise timing, minimize errors, and maintain efficiency with each approach. Snakes are widely distributed across many areas, from hot, dry deserts to humid tropical forests. Adapting to a variety of environmental conditions, they are found on most continents except Antarctica, and are typically active near the ground or in low vegetation. In this environment, small movements can still be detected from above, increasing the risk of a surprise approach. When a cobra moves in an open area, an eagle locates its position and approaches from a controlled distance. It descends gradually, choosing a landing point close to its target, while continuously adjusting its position to find a safe approach angle. As soon as the distance shortens, the snake raises its head and maintains a defensive posture, thus interrupting the approach several times. The eagle then maintains its distance and attempts to approach from various directions. However, each time it gets closer, it is met with a timely reaction from the snake. Prolonged confrontation prevents the pressure from remaining stable, thus gradually diminishing the advantage of approach. The situation shifts when the eagle can no longer maintain its advantageous position and begins to leave the area. The snake's quick reaction plays a crucial role in limiting aerial approach. Therefore, species with clear defense mechanisms can disrupt the approach strategy, forcing the opponent to adjust or abandon the situation. In Yellowstone National Park, mule deer live in valleys and slopes with abundant vegetation, where food and shelter are close together. Along the gaps between the trees, movement is easily observed from above, so the risk of being tracked increases when leaving the cover. As soon as a young deer enters the open area, the golden eagle maintains a medium altitude and watches closely. It adjusts its trajectory with each movement and quickly closes the distance, increasing the pressure with each approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down directly and follows its target, forcing the deer to constantly change direction in an attempt to escape. Continuing immediately afterward, even though the young deer tries to maintain movement, the distance is no longer recovered once the eagle maintains its position. The constant pressure diminishes the chances of escape with each passing second. The situation came to a standstill when the eagle gained complete control, and the deer was unable to maintain a safe distance. In the frigid tundra regions around the Arctic Ocean, Arctic foxes live in conditions where temperatures can drop below -50 degrees Fahrenheit and still maintain a stable hunting activity. The vast snow-covered areas allow for the detection of movement from a distance, but also reveal the location of constantly moving foxes. In this environment, any changes in direction and speed can be tracked from above, thereby increasing the risk of being approached from the air. When a fox moves at full speed across the snowfield, a golden eagle maintains its observation position from above and begins to stalk it for an extended period. It adjusts its flight path according to each small movement of the target and gradually closes the distance, thus maintaining a continuous approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle retracts its wings and dives down directly, creating immense pressure in a very short time. Next, Although the fox continuously changed direction to find an escape route, the distance was rapidly shortened as the eagle maintained its approach trajectory. In the decisive moment, the eagle maintained its position and control of the target, thereby limiting the fox's ability to escape its flight path. The situation gradually tilted as the fox could no longer maintain a safe distance and was trapped. From an observational perspective, this situation illustrates the role of altitude and timing in aerial hunting strategy. Therefore, the eagle's ability to continuously track its prey allowed it to maintain an advantage throughout the approach, while changes in direction on the ground were insufficient to break the established pressure. In the vast wetlands and lakes of North America, Canadian geese live near water sources to find food and avoid environmental hazards. They are widely distributed across many continents and often migrate between areas with favorable conditions. Their high adaptability allows them to thrive in a variety of environments. Being near the water's surface makes them easily visible from above, thus increasing the risk of being approached. As soon as a goose surfaces, a bald eagle maintains a moderate altitude and watches, approaching repeatedly. It continuously adjusts its trajectory and dives down in rhythmic bursts. However, each time it gets close, the goose dives to avoid it. The chase continues as both maintain a short distance before each subsequent approach. At a moment of carelessness, the goose surfaces for longer than usual, causing the safe distance to be lost. The eagle quickly seized the opportunity and approached directly, thereby gaining control of its target in the decisive moment. The situation came to a halt when the eagle held the advantage, and the goose had no time to react and escape its reach. In seasonally snowy regions, Arctic hares change their fur color from brown to white to match the snow-covered environment. Their fur blends in with dry grass, rocks, or the snow surface depending on the time of year. This species typically chooses areas with a wide field of view to detect danger from a distance. In open terrain, even small movements can be observed from above, thus increasing the risk of being approached once they leave their covered area. When a hare detects movement from above, it immediately accelerates in the open area, while the eagle maintains a moderate altitude and follows from behind. The eagle adjusts its trajectory with each change of direction and quickly closes the distance, thereby increasing pressure with each approach. At the decisive moment, the eagle swoops down directly. However, just as its talons are about to strike, the hare jumps high, deflecting the trajectory and causing the approach to lose momentum. In the next phase of the game, the rabbit continued to accelerate and moved away from its approach trajectory, while the eagle needed time to stabilize its flight path. The distance was restored in the prey's favor, thus rapidly reducing the chances of being caught. The situation came to a halt when the rabbit escaped the area, and the eagle missed the opportunity it had created. In the open woodlands and valleys of Yellowstone National Park, wolves utilize the terrain to navigate and control their hunting space. This species is widely distributed throughout the northern hemisphere and can operate in temperatures below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. In the open grasslands, any movement is easily detected from above, increasing the likelihood of being tracked from a distance. When a lone wolf crosses an open area, a golden eagle maintains its position high above and begins adjusting its trajectory to the target's movement. It gradually lowers its altitude and closes the distance in a short time, thus maintaining a steady approach. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down directly and maintains its close pursuit, forcing the wolf to constantly change direction to find an escape route. Continuing this, even as the wolf tries to maintain its movement and react continuously, the pressure from above remains undiminished as the eagle maintains its close approach. The gap was not restored, significantly limiting the eagle's escape route, thus shifting the advantage toward the attacker. The situation changed when the wolf failed to maintain a safe distance and was trapped within its control. From an overall perspective, altitude control and timing of approach played a crucial role in the entire sequence of events. Therefore, the eagle's ability to continuously monitor from the air allowed it to maintain its advantage, while a reaction on the ground was insufficient to alter the established course of events. In the Himalayas, mountain goats live on rocky slopes higher than 13,000 feet, where steep terrain and sheer cliffs limit many predators. They move steadily across narrow surfaces and choose routes close to their shelters. Their high adaptability allows them to appear from rugged mountains to semi-deserts. At this altitude, exposed areas are easily observed from the air, thus increasing the risk of being tracked when leaving the edge of the rock. As a mountain goat moves along the slope, an eagle maintains a mid-range position and watches for a short time. It adjusts its trajectory in the direction of movement and quickly closes the distance, thus maintaining a steady approach rhythm. At the opportune moment, the eagle swoops down and latches onto its target. However, the latch falls on an adult, causing the direction of movement to be pulled off, and both slide down the rocky slope. As it slid down, the goat maintained its balance on familiar terrain, preventing the eagle from securing an advantageous position. The distance was not re-established in a favorable direction, so the approach failed. The situation ended with the eagle being forced to leave, while the goat remained safe on its familiar terrain. Throughout the scenarios, the eagle consistently maintained its advantage through altitude, observation skills, and precise timing of approach. Each confrontation demonstrated a clear difference between aerial control and ground or water-based responses. When pressure is established at the right moment, safe distances quickly disappear, and the situation changes in a very short time. In nature, Even a momentary delay can determine the entire outcome of an approach.